All right, let's jump right in. We're going to unpack a really puzzling ancient story today. I mean, at first glance, it seems to be praising someone for being dishonest. But hidden inside are two incredibly powerful keys for living a more meaningful, more integrated life.
So this is the heart of the puzzle, right? The story is about this manager who finds out he's about to be fired. So what does he do? He goes around and slashes the debts of his boss's clients to get on their good side. And then his boss praises him for it. It makes no sense. I mean, why would anyone, anywhere, praise that kind of behavior?
And you know what? That confusion is exactly the point. As Reverend Katie Gould puts it, it's a doozy. This story is designed to stop us in our tracks and make us think, because the real lesson here isn't on the surface. We've got to dig a little deeper.
So what's really going on? What's the crucial detail? Well, the manager isn't being praised for his dishonesty. Not at all. He's being commended for his shrewdness, for his ability to see the bigger picture and use his current situation to invest in his future.
This whole puzzling story is basically a gateway to understanding two core principles for living. Once you get these two ideas, the story's true meaning and how it applies to our lives today suddenly becomes crystal clear. So let's break them down.
Okay, key number one. This is a massive mindset shift. It's asking us to stop thinking of ourselves as owners and start seeing ourselves as managers. And trust me, this simple change, it changes everything.
So here it is, plain and simple. The first principle, nothing you have is truly yours. It's all a gift. Everything you have has been entrusted to you to manage. Now, this isn't about giving everything away. It's about fundamentally changing your relationship to everything you have.
And when you look at it side by side, the difference is huge. An owner's mindset is all about possessing, accumulating, taking. But a manager stewards, invests, and gives. It's a powerful shift from asking, what can I get out of this, to how can I best use this for the good of everyone?
And listen, this applies to so much more than just money. We are managers of our talents, our gifts, our time, even our relationships and our very lives. They're all incredible gifts entrusted to our care, to be used wisely and generously.
Okay, let's move on to the second key, which builds perfectly on that first one. This next principle is all about the real weight and significance of our everyday actions.
Here's the big idea for principle number 2. There's no such thing as small stuff. How we manage all those gifts in the here and now has real, lasting importance. Every action, every word, every single choice, no matter how minor it might seem, it all carries weight.
But let's be honest, that runs completely counter to how we tend to operate, right? We have this very human tendency to compartmentalize. We love putting our lives into separate little boxes, you know? This is my work life, this is my family life, this is my spiritual life, and we act as if they're totally disconnected.
And believe it or not, the ancient prophet Amos was calling out this exact same behavior thousands of years ago. I mean, look at this quote. It sounds like something you could hear someone say today, right? People couldn't wait for the sacred time to be over so they could get back to the real world of making money.
And the warning from this kind of wisdom is absolutely timeless. You can't do that. You cannot separate your deepest values from your daily actions. You can't be one person on Sunday and a totally different person on Monday. Because if you're just a manager, then your responsibilities don't just stop when you walk out a certain door. So, when you put these two keys together, seeing yourself as a manager of gifts and believing that everything you do with those gifts matters, you start moving toward what we can call a truly integrated life. And you know, sometimes the most profound illustrations of this integrated worldview come from the simplest places. In fact, there's this powerful little story from the source material that just shows this perfectly.
This is just brilliant. It's a prayer from a young child. There's no separation here. There's no us versus them. It's just a simple, profound, and deeply integrated prayer for the good of everyone, even the people we might consider our enemies. That's what an integrated perspective looks like.
Ultimately, the goal is for our inner life to match our outer life, for the inside to match the cover. What we say we believe has to be reflected in what we actually do. Our internal convictions and our external actions have to be one and the same.
So that all sounds great, but how do we actually live this out? Well, the key isn't about some kind of stressful push for perfection. It's about reframing our entire motivation for doing anything.
And this part is so important. This is not a call for moral perfection. We're human. We are going to mess up. The point is not flawless execution. It's about the motive of the heart. It's about trying,
again and again to align our actions with our deepest values.
Adopting this worldview, this idea of stewardship and significance, isn't meant to be some heavy burden you have to carry. It's actually framed as a grateful response. It's how we can say thank you for all the incredible gifts we've been given to manage in the first place.
And so, that really leaves us with a final thought to reflect on. What would change in your life? I mean, in your work, in your relationships, in how you use your time? What would change if you saw every single action not as an obligation, but as a grateful response?